announcing. Were you here before when we were announcing them? Yeah, you were? Okay. And John's going to talk about the 8 steps to success and also compensation. Mr. John Kim.
Hello, everyone. My name is John Kim, a Diamond Master for Academy. Nice to meet you all, okay? Wow, tonight, I was watching John Lewis. He did a great job, and you know what? All the products that he explained, I think, it's a wonderful product, and the only thing is you just have to try the product. I'm sure you'll fall in love with it, because this company is not about how do you actually coerce people to come in and try out, do this as business. We approach them with the product. This product speaks for itself. But anyway, tonight in English, I'm going to do this for the first time. So if I do stumble a little, please give me a break, okay? But in Korean, Mr. Park did a great job on this. And everyone, if you follow these steps, what I'm going to talk about, to the T, you will succeed. And I will try to do this very quickly, okay? So, so just pay attention a little bit, okay? Now, I call this a dream work. The reason why I call this a dream work is Academy. When you first get involved, why do you first get involved? Did somebody say, you want to make a whole lot of money to come in here to do this as business? That's why you came in? Or did somebody actually came to you with the product and say, try this? Tom, Joe, Mary, this is a great product, toothbrush and toothpaste. Basically, that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, how many of you in here are the consumers of our product? How about those who doesn't raise their hand and you're not the consumer? Okay, I think everyone is consumer. And how many of you do this as part-time basis, as business? By show of hand. How about a full-time? Full-time. Oh, we have some full-timers here too, huh? I wish I could do that. You know what? I'm only doing this as part-time, okay? But the thing is, just by following the system, you will succeed. And I did say I'm a Diamond Master, right? Well, now, success of 8 steps. Did anyone go through this in English? Success of 8 steps? By show of hand? Anyone here? Now, I put this together last night. I had an inspiration. I got to put this thing together. So I woke up at 11 o'clock. Okay, I was going to do this early evening. But the thing is, I sat on the front of the computer. I was so tired because I was going out every single night. I fell asleep, woke up 11:30. I did this until 2:30. Okay, so let's see how it came out. Okay. Now, dream and setting a goal. Number one thing you have to do if you want to do Academy as a business, you have to have a vision, a dream, but you have to set a goal. Now, when you set a goal and a dream, what has to combine together? You have to put in what? Time, right? Everything has to combine with the time. How much time and effort, and by following this Academy system, a success of 8 step is not only system, but thing is, in Korea right now, system is perfect. But in the United States, we are trying to get things on the top, create the foundation. So it's not solid. But the thing is, you know what? Time is now. Not everything is perfect. In year, 2, 3 years from now, right? Everything will be there, and those people who come afterwards, opportunity for them to make money in Academy, it will become a little bit more difficult because you know what? People who saw the future first, they will get there first. Okay. Now, you have to make a decision if you want to do this. Decision to whether to do this or not, okay? But the thing is, I'm sure we're all sitting, everyone that's in here, we made decisions to be here, right? But determination. How do you make determination, to do this? Just like Mr. Park said, you have to envision and see your success first, okay? And third, make a list using the product. What does that mean? When you start this business, you have to make a list. And when your upline talks to you and say, Tom, Joe, Dick, Mary, whatever, okay, make a list. It's kind of difficult. But let's say, for example, you put a hammer him in the top, morning 6, evening 4, toothbrush, toothpaste, and you put those product names first, and next to it you write, who could use these products? Who could use this? Then it becomes easier because when you make the list first and try to put the products afterwards, you're making a list what you all agreed, right? But the thing is, you put the product first, what are you doing? Who could use this? You want to help those people. Therefore, it's easier for you to approach, okay? Now, invite okay, you have to invite these people, them to the meeting. Now, we have English seminars once a month and weekly center meetings, okay? Some in New York, some in Bergen Center here, some in South Jersey. There's local centers, training centers. Weekly, they hold, I think, English seminars as well. I don't know if we have English seminar down here, but I think this Saturday, there's going to be English seminar down in Bergen Center, right? In New York, and those people uplines who speak English, they'll do Korean and English as well. So invite them to the meetings, okay? Now, show the plan. Now, when you show the plan, don't just go out there and try to show the plan by yourself. Ask your upline to actually come with you and have them show the step-by-step, starting from the product, how to make the money, compensation, and all that, okay? So your sponsor getting involved is very important. Now, follow up ASAP, okay? If possible, within 24 hours. Follow up on this when you give somebody a product. Toothbrush and toothpaste is easiest. Every time I stand in the corner somewhere, every time I get out of the car, I try to have an oral care system in my hand. You know why? Do you know why? When you stand in the corner, you're going to meet somebody. Hey, what's up, Joe? You don't ask them, Joe, but things, hey, how you doing? My name is John, whatever. You introduce yourself. Very quickly, you could actually friend them for 30 seconds. And you say, you know what? Do you have $5? Now, I did this many times. Do you have $5? They say, why? Do you need it? He says, yeah, I do. And they actually dig in and give, Tom is my witness. I go do this to people, and they actually dig into their pocket, give me $5. As soon as they give me $5, you know what I do? I take this oral care out with my card and say, here, this is my business card, and this is great product. Use it. You like it, call me. So I made $5. He thought he was going to give it to me, but they just give up $5 for freely. And he got a great product, okay? And I haven't got a call back yet, but every time I did, I made some money. Okay. Now, you have to counsel with your upline, okay? Now, when you, from my experience, most people want to consult themselves because they know they've been in the business a few months or a year or whatever, right? And they want to consult those partners themselves. And because they were in the business, going to somebody that you know, they do not really pay attention. But if you invite somebody in by selling your upline, promoting your upline, and making sure that they don't have of course when you promote your upline, they don't have a lot of time if they do this as part-time basis. People who do this as full-time basis, I think they have much more time, but things in part-time, you have to manage your time very well. So you have to fit those in the schedule in between. So you have to call, ask your, when do you have time? Monday, Thursday, Friday, give them an option, okay? And call your upline and make sure you, set up a time schedule slot with them and tell them that, they have, some, XYZ time available, and then you invite them in, let them do the speaking. And when they speak, make sure you sit right next to them, bring your pad out, okay? Right, and they'll pay attention much more than you just, when they come in, they start talking and say, oh, let me take my phone out, and they start talking to people, and they will not give you upline of credibility. What you want to do is build a credibility for your upline so they could actually pay attention. Because one person coming in, what is it? This is sheer numbers game, right? One business person come in, and they have, a lot of people have a great knowledge, they come in, right? One person will make all the difference in the world. It will turn your organization upside down. Because one person could create, well, how many? 10, 100, 1,000, and beyond, believe me. Now, after you do all this, they say it's duplication. This is business of what? Duplication, right? You have to duplicate. Every time I do something, you want your downline to do, your partners to do exactly the same. But you have to learn the system properly in order for your downline to actually duplicate what you do. Can you imagine? Anyone heard about the True North principle? True North principle? Anybody, if I show a hand? Oh, no one heard about it? Very quickly then. Go like this. Raise your hand. Where's North?
Oh, North.
Where's North? North is up here? Which side is North? Which side is North? It's up here? Up here? Which way? Which is North? That way? Are you sure? I think John just spoke and he pointed that way. Is that a North?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, how do you find out the North? You have to get a compass, right?
Yeah.
When you put the compass down, I know it's somewhere in this area. I think where he pointed was the northeast, I think. North is right there, I think. But in order for us to know, is you have to put the compass down, right? The north is already set. Just because the masses of people count, and that's the north, and because they always everyone points over there, that does not become north. North is already set. Success is already set. If you want to be successful, you have to go the direction of a successful way. Mr. Park went there, went that way. That he's very successful. Now we just have to follow his footsteps. That means we got to duplicate his system. Now, anybody read a book about 12 pillars of success? 12 pillars of success? Forget about it. Mr. Park actually wrote it down, not 4 of them out. He made it 8 steps of success, and there's 24 steps of success, and all these great books out there. But unfortunately, 8 steps of success is the most simple, and everything's in here. And if you could follow this, and maybe next month or two, I will perfect this and do this a couple more times. I think I'll do much better. And this is by duplicating. Following his system is a much better way. Okay. Okay, now, KISS. Now, everyone know what this is, right?
Keep it simple.
What's the last one? When you do Adam's business, you got to keep it simple. Because we have great products, no bubbles, okay? And, great, best products in the world, comparable price with the over-the-shelf store prices, products, what do you call it? Over-the-counter products, I guess you call it, right? It's comparable to Costco, BJ's, okay, ShopRite, Rite Aid, CVS, wherever it may be. Actually, our toothpaste is much cheaper than most of the small convenience stores. $3 and something that we can buy if you buy 4 at a time, right? The thing is, small convenience stores, like 180 milligrams of toothpaste with Colgate that I saw was, I think, $5 and some odd cents. Ours? You know what? When you buy those, it doesn't stay for long. Because once you start doing this business, once you start sharing this product with other people, they will come back to get it more and more and more. Only thing, it may take a month or two when you first start off, but the thing is, it's a really great product, okay? Now, you have to use a SMART objective. I got to push this SMART objective, okay? I'll just go through, okay? We have to be very specific, okay, when doing this. So you have to sit down with your upline and plan this out, okay, very specifically. And you have to set a goal, a measurable goal. By when, how much you're going to do this, okay? Now, you have to set an achievable goal, okay? Not too easy, not too difficult. Because if you make it too easy, you do not get anything, even if you achieve something, right? Therefore, you're not going to do it. If you set the goal standards too high, it's too difficult. If you try a couple of days, when it becomes too difficult, you don't want to do it anyway, so you give up. So you have to set a goal for measurable, the achievable goal. If you work a little hard at it, right, something that you could reach. Okay, and something realistic, something that you could do. A little bit of help in your upline, the sponsors or whatever, right? And by when? You have to set a timeline, okay? Time the schedule. Yes, you can make $50,000 when? 20 years? 30 years? You know what? 30 years later, I don't think some just, maybe you've already 40 years, 50 years, maybe, but the thing is, you have to set a realistic goal, okay? Next 5 years, I'm going to make at least $20,000 a month. Now, by clearing $20,000 a month, how many of you could actually make a great living? $20,000. How about $30,000? How about $40,000? You saw Mr. Powell talking about it, right? Starting this fall, I think my church is going to be in here. They're going to be 18 soon, so they want to get the head start. And when they become successful at the age of 24, before they graduate college, right? They'll have 40, 50, 60, 70 years ahead of great life. Because if the money is not an object, if you could do whatever you want to do, I think you could have a really happy life, okay? Because a lot of people say, oh, money is not everything. Money is not everything, but without money, you cannot do anything. Therefore, money is a necessity. It's only a great tool, okay? Now, next one. How do you become sales master? You have to use, to succeed in Atomy, you have to use the successive 8 steps in the direction of auto sales master. Mr. Park says if you become auto sales master, 90% of your success is already done. Now, 90%. How much do you make when you become a sales master? $2,000. $2,000. How much do you make when you become a royal master? Around $50,000, right? Now, from sales master, $2,000 a month, he says 90% of your success is done already. How could that be possible? If you do mathematically, it's not, it doesn't make sense. Because $2,000 to $50,000, what's the gap? You just have the $48,000 to go. But reason why Mr. Park says 90% of your success is already done by achieving auto sales master, because you achieved that, you could show your A line and B line, one person at a time, help them to become a sales master. When you have two more people, you become a diamond master, you get pushed up. It's like water level rising, having a big boat. When the water level is down to the sea floor, what happens? Boat stays on the ground, right? When the water comes in, you rise automatically. That's what basically what it is. Now let's of course, to become a sales master, you need to have 700,000 PV in your account. Let's say in your group A and B, okay? Dr. Lee talks about the T 인재. 인재를 영어로 뭐라 그러나요? 인재, knowledgeable person. Somebody who elite, okay, elite person. And back in the day, you need to have just have a common sense. You were smart, but the thing is, back turn of the 20th century, you need to have in-depth knowledge to be very smart and going to a specific area, right? But in 21st century, you need to have a wide range of knowledge and very specific knowledge about anatomy when you succeed, okay? So I put T there, okay? Now, Group A and Group B, every day, when you match 300 in the A line and 300 in the B line, right? What happens? What's your payout about? $70, right? Now, every time you achieve this, okay, company pays you, why isn't it going? Company pays you $70 every time it happens, okay? I put right over here, 300 plus 300,000 PV, right? Plus 300. What that means is you do not, very difficult to match 300. It's going to be more than 300,000. So I put plus 300 over there. Now, every time you match like this, it's not going. Okay. Okay, bring all the way down. Okay? This is daily matching, okay? Every day you match this. Every time, I should say, you match this, 300 and 300, you become $70. Bring it down, keep on bringing it down. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. One more. Okay. Now, just go back a little bit more. Go back one more. Now, every time you match these 300 and 300, the company pays you $70 plus or minus, right? It's true?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after they paid you, every time you match, at the end of 2 weeks, okay, one more, bring it down. Okay, what happens is after they give you all the money, they do a tally one more time. That add up. All these PVs, right? They add them up one more time. Once it goes over plus 2.5 million on the A line, plus 2.5 on the left side, right? You become a sales master, okay? The thing is, at this time, all these $70, you add them up, okay? It becomes about $500. When you achieve sales master, every time you achieve sales master, they give you a sales master's bonus, which is, if you do this first of the month till 15th and 16th till the end, 2 times a month you have to achieve this, okay? And mastership bonus that what you get about plus or minus about $500. So if you add up all the commissions on the left side, about $500, mastership bonus about $500, it becomes about $1,000 every 2 weeks, right? True? Now, if you add this up, minimum, it becomes about $2,000. So basically, if there's a lot of people, even young adults, starting from young adults, even adults actually, right? There's a lot of people who flip burgers in Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, now Popeyes, whatever. Okay, a lot of people flip burgers, right? How much do they make? Minimum wage? Now, New York City is talking about raising those minimum wage, and I was, it's kind of preposterous for me because if the minimum wage goes up, what happens?
Everything goes up.
Everything goes up. It actually flattens out again. The only thing is it's like a wave. Minimum wage went up like this, right? As waves start going, what happens? The peak keep on going. I guarantee you, less than a year, that minimum wage, that the feel-good wage, I call it feel-good wage. Once that, even if they raise that, very quick, for a short time they feel good. But they turn around, what happens? They pay, cost of living goes up, and they're paying the same thing anyway.
And more tax.
Okay, and paying more in taxes, right? I think if people are smart, keeping those minimum wages down and keeping the cost down is I think best thing to do. Because if you remember, going back to 80s and 70s, right? Now, how many people remember back in 70s? Of course. How much was the bus ride?
$1.50 into New York. You go for
Okay.
$5.
I used to pay 15 cents when I started off.
Get into New York.
15 cents, not even a quarter. Okay, with the quarter, I could have got a big slice of Sicilian. Okay, regular slice of pizza was 20 cents, and Sicilian, the big square was I think 25 cents. So living standards have gone up, and minimum wage has gone up, and cost of living has gone up. So basically, what happened is every time minimum wage gone up, the cost of living, everything else went up. So you flatten out on top anyway. So what you want to do is you want to stay above that wave. In anatomy, it feels like you were riding the wave in the beginning. But believe you and me, within 6 months, year and a half, 2 years, okay, because it's not going to cost you anything. Reason why I'm able to actually stand up here and talk to you guys tonight is because company did not charge me month after month. If they were to charge me $20, $25, $30, $40 a month, I don't think I would have stuck around to learn about this. But because they didn't charge me anything, and the only thing I did was buy the products that I used anyway. And it's best product. Once you start using our product, you cannot go back to the traditional product. How can you go back from something good to bad? Okay, when you go from something bad to good, I think everyone get adjust to it very quickly. It's like making more money and less money, or less money and more money. You adjust yourself very well. But the thing is, you make less than what you used to, lifestyle becomes very difficult, right? Same thing in the products. When you use the quality of product up here like this, and prices way down here, and you go to the quality down here and prices up here, you do not want to go back. Maybe once or twice, and you jump right back. Believe me. That's why Adam's business is like elementary business. It's not difficult. The only thing you got to do is, it's great product, cheap. So you want to use it? Try it. If you like it, give me a feedback. I could stand in the corner and say, you got $5, I can pull out oral care. If I could do that, anybody could do it. Okay? In the traffic jams, I go like this, roll the window down. I pull up. Okay? Hey, you got $5? You got $5 here? Here's oral care. Give me a. I do some crazy things. When you're stuck on BQE, okay? All honesty, okay? I'm looking to my side, and I saw a couple of ladies, and they look like Orientals. I thought they were Korean. We were doing passing, every maybe 5 minutes, right? Because we were just crawling along, and they looked at me, and I looked at them, and I guess they would keep on looking at me. I think I'm a good-looking guy, I guess, right? So I would like to pick the window down. I rolled my window down. She rolled her window down. I said, "Are you Korean?" I said, "Yes, I am." You know what? You got $5 as a show. They gave it to me. I said, "Here, oral care." I think they say this guy's crazy, but the thing is, you know what? You need that type of passion to succeed. Because you know what? The important thing is whether they call me back or not. Would I ever meet that person again? I will never ever meet that person again. Guy who I stand on the corner, if they don't call me back, it's their loss. But if they don't call me back, I will never meet that person again. But the thing is, just by chance, if they meet me again because they call me, they are grabbing the opportunity. Because this will actually set them into the right way to actually their success. Because you hang into this about 4 or 5 years as part-time basis, I guarantee you can make minimum $4,000 to $8,000 a month. Now, if that doesn't sound good, I think the applause is on the line, right? On part-time basis, okay? In part-time basis. The thing is, you get another year, what happens is once you reach auto sales master, every year money doubles. If you're making $4,000, it's going to become $8,000. Okay, next year from $8,000 to $16,000. Okay, $16,000. What's the math? I can't do the math. What is it? Oh, right. Very smart people. Okay, the thing is, as long as you achieve the auto sales master, everything becomes very simple after that. Okay, and with that being said, I think my presentation is ended. Okay, thank you very much.